Good morning, everyone. It is day 2 here in Hong Kong, and it is also
Chinese New Year.
Now, this is the day where we were a bit concerned about being here during Chinese New Year because I imagine a lot of people are celebrating it in Hong Kong. So, we're gonna make our way downstairs because
I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too. I'm definitely hungry. So we're gonna see if we can find food. Otherwise, it's not gonna be a very happy Chinese New Year.
Right when we walked out of the hotel, we could see that a lot of the shops were closed directly in front of our hotel, but we kept walking, we had faith, and we found a really good place for food, I think.
Go inside. Chantal's navigating us right now. She's trying to figure out where we're going. We had lunch. Hey, it was pretty good, right?
It was.
They take credit card, which is always great. Wild crowd in there. Guy who had I feel like he had a really good evening.
Yes.
He was quite drunk, but he knows everyone was passing lai si to everyone. You're still hungry, right?
Yes, of course.
So where are we going?
We're gonna go look for some sweets now. That was all the savory, salty food, so now we gotta go for the sweet thing.
Yeah, which hopefully there is. So we're gonna try and get some milk tea and
Egg tarts.
Yes.
And bolo bao.
Done. Let's do it.
It's a little further down.
All right. Let's go.
First one's closed. We're gonna try to find another one.
When you see the floor that looks like that, you don't want to walk underneath it because, well, just look. Talk to me, girl.
So yesterday we came to see if the sourdough egg tarts were available. They weren't. So thankfully we checked today and we got them.
So one of the cool things about this area, and I think most of the areas we walked around, there's just a lot of public seating, which is nice. Okay, my little hoodlum. How was your first bite of sourdough egg tart?
It's really good.
The place we went to was called Bakehouse, one of those side alleys in Wan Chai, next to that popular street, Tung Lung Avenue, I think it's called.
They were open.
Yeah.
No line.
Glad they were open, and they had them, so.
Yeah. And they have other pastries as well, donuts. This was
12.
This was $12.50.
Well, I can say that the weather is definitely a lot better than it was yesterday. Feeling a little bit warmer with the sun on us. I think this is like Wan Chai Harbour area. This building is called Great Eagle, just for reference. Down below, a ton of double-decker bus stops. And as you can see, really amazing view. Oh, another landmark, of course, is the Expo Center right here. I very rarely came to this side. Like, I've always grown up being on the Kowloon side, so it's a very different perspective. But I do miss being on that side, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down to the pier and make our way over to the ferry and head over to Tsim Sha Tsui.
So right now we're at the Wan Chai ferry terminal and we're gonna be going to that side.
I've taken the Star Ferry many times. Chantal has as well. But we usually do it from Central. This is the first time I've ever done it from Wan Chai. But let's see if nostalgia hits in. There's this distinct smell when you get on a Star Ferry. It just brings back childhood for me. We're already moving. We literally just got on like 5 seconds ago, and I'm pretty sure there were people behind us. The price, I mean, it's very reasonable. It's 5 Hong Kong dollars to do a ride over to the Kowloon side. I remember back in the day, it was like 3 Hong Kong dollars maybe. It was like the equivalent of 10-15 cents US.
So actually the price was $6.50 Hong Kong dollars because it's a public holiday and the weekend.
This ferry literally just goes between Kowloon and Hong Kong Island side. And you can actually see that the chairs themselves, they all face one direction, but you just like move the backrest and it just flips to the other side. Very, very efficient. Definitely recommend if you are going between Hong Kong Island and Kowloon side. Star Ferry is probably the best way to do it. It's like pretty frequent. It's way more scenic and faster, I'd say, than the MTR, and of course way cheaper. Maybe less congested as well. Touched down. We're at Harbour City, which is a mall slash ocean terminal, which is actually a cruise port, but we're now in Tsim Sha Tsui, TST, and it is extremely busy for Chinese New Year, which I would expect it to be quiet, shops closed, but we're in front of the iconic Peninsula Hotel right now. It's always really pretty and decked out. It's a place that I've been always wanting to do afternoon tea, but it's always super busy. Let's see if they're open during Chinese New Year. We've made our way back out. We're on Nathan Road, one of the more popular roads with shops, restaurants, everything to do in Tsim Sha Tsui. And there's a DJ just like randomly playing music on the street right now.
So tonight, what's happening is the Chinese New Year parade. So at 6 p.m. there'll be concerts to get the parade going at 8 p.m. I think.
All right, what you got?
Harry's favorite, #1 treat that reminds him of his childhood.
And a really expensive
Watermelon juice.
How much was everything?
40 for this and 25 for this. Here we are, we stumbled upon Kowloon Park. So many people hanging out. It's such a beautiful, big space to come walk through. So we stopped by Cafe de Coral because I wanted a milk tea.
And what's this one?
That one's a yin yang.
Which is?
Half coffee, half milk tea.
Chantal's tired. But we wandered around, did a little bit of shopping, didn't really actually buy anything, but we are getting hungry.
A little.
Okay. And now we're up on some sort of deck where we're walking towards the Avenue of Stars and a really nice view of Hong Kong Island. We're in an underground city now. Somehow we made it downstairs to like where the MTR is, and there's a Legoland Discovery Center down here along with a whole bunch of other stuff. We're still searching for food, but we wanted to stay warm, so we're down here now. We walked one way, it's a donut playground. We thought it'd be food, it was a kids thing. Now we found another sign that said food playground. We thought it's probably gonna be another kids thing. No, it's a food court, so I think we're gonna be able to eat now. All right, we just finished dinner, really quick. Pretty good.
Yeah, it looked like a small amount because it's just a bowl, like one size available, but it was pretty good.
Felt expensive for what it was, but I mean, I guess it is, but you know, we're in an expensive mall. We're now just in time for the 8 o'clock light show up on the harbor, so we're gonna go try and catch that now and bring you with us.
Made it just in time for the light show.
It's 8 p.m. on the dot, and we just figured out how to get out of that stupid mall. Got so lost, and we can hear the announcements, and I think the lights are about to start. I'm not gonna lie, the light show is a bit underwhelming. I'm pretty sure it used to be a lot more epic, but that view is still absolutely amazing. They expected about 1 million tourists from mainland China here, and I think it's probably true because it is insanely packed.
We saw one performance, and I don't know, maybe they're just really spaced out. It's like every 20 minutes maybe a group will perform or walk by, but we left.
With that view, it's not worth it. But what did you find out?
That the floats are going to be on display tomorrow at another little urban
Park
center.
Yeah. So we'll probably come back and take a look at them when they're stationary. We made our way to Nathan Road Underground in search of dessert and popped up on the parade route, and we heard them just announce that the first float is coming out, which is Cathay. So I guess we are gonna stay and watch this. We walked all the way through Harbor City. Honeymoon Dessert's like kind of my childhood dessert place. It's actually expensive anyway, but it was closed. Maybe we'll take the ferry back across to the island side and see what's going on.
We made back over to Hong Kong Island side, and we were hungry, so we stopped by a friend's recommended spot for kebabs. We went to Ebenezer's. It was really good, and I'm satisfied.
It wasn't quite dessert.
That's true.
We had the mango lassi, but yeah, it's satisfied for sure. That's enough food for the day. We're now at the hotel.
I'm tired.
Chantal's tired. So we gotta wake up early because we got a lot of food to eat. So we'll see you guys in the morning.